prosciutto shot. What'd you get, baby?
Avocado smash, and I added some prosciutto and a turmeric iced latte. Wellness latte.
Call it a golden latte.
Golden latte.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a kind of breakfast health bowl. I forget the exact name of it, but basically it's very similar to one of the things I get at Le Pain, one of our other favorite breakfast spots. It's high fat and protein and some greens. So it's got red quinoa, feta cheese, avocado, kale, poached egg, and I added salmon. So a lot of health, a lot of protein, a lot of fats. Making Max proud. Max Mugabear, one of the recent episodes of the podcast, Genius Foods. Definitely been a way I've been modifying my diet lately. A higher fat, higher protein, even rotating in some intermittent fasting. This is actually one of my earliest meals I've ever had in the past like 3 weeks. I've been usually waiting till about 12 or 1 o'clock for my first meal. But very, very good. Bluestone Apron. No. What's it called?
Bluestone Lane Coffee.
Bluestone Lane Coffee here in DC. Very good, very good. Great environment, it's beautiful. Good food. Welcome to the video. Okay, so Bluestone Lane, very good, our first time. Good vibes. Mr. Scooter Man, do you mind? I'm recording. Good vibes, beautiful environment. If you're ever in DC looking for a place to take some dope IG pictures and has kick-ass natural lighting, come over here. So, kind of liking coming up with a theme for these videos. Seems to be resonating well with you guys, at least in the comments and engagement. So we're gonna keep it going. Today's video theme is taking control of what you can when you can. Where are you going? I lost my wife. So what I'm talking about specifically here is a lot of the things and principles that I instill in my clients, and whether more specifically when they're working on like a nutrition goal, weight loss goal, weight gain goal, whatever, but in any goal, personal development, because you don't always know what life is going to throw at you. You don't know what the day is going to throw at you. You don't know what the world, your job, other people, how that's going to change your day, how that's going to change your life or deviate you from your path. So you have to take control of what you can when you can. So Mondays, for May and I, like I've shared with you all, they're not very typical for most people. I keep my schedule clear. She has off. She's a nurse. Mondays are her days off. And so we take control of that time to have us time to work on our relationship, to just get out, do a little day date action, because we don't know what the rest of the week is always going to hold. Life gets in the way, and who knows? Maybe too busy to hang out with each other. So Mondays with
Boozing.
She gets it. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm just kidding, I did. So, breakfast is done. Walked over here to DuPont Circle. This is one of the Starbucks Reserves. They have this amazing cold brew nitro on draft. So, highly recommend just get it straight up. Don't add anything. Speaking of add-ins, this is one of the things that I normally add into my coffee that I'm controlling. I've been kind of throttling my caffeine consumption a little bit more as of late. So normally I get a red eye cold brew, which is a cold brew with 1 to 2 shots of espresso in it. But I had an espresso this morning. I had a double espresso at, I keep saying Cold Stone.
Bluestone.
Bluestone. We didn't go to ice cream for breakfast, which would be dope. So now, in efforts to control my caffeine intake, I got a medium instead of a large, no red eye, no added espresso. So this way I can control my caffeine content. Because who knows, maybe later I'll get a wild hair at my ass and I want to just get stimmed out and rip shots, but I'll be squared away, less caffeine in the morning. It's the best. To all my exercise science nerds, every time I walk around the city and I see those Epoch Times magazines, I just think it's excess post-oxygen consumption. But it's not. It's a newspaper. Hey, what's up, everybody? Ooh. fresh oil change from May's car. Now, oil changes are one of those things that really piss me off because I used to do a lot with cars. I used to modify Jeeps and my old Xterra, do a lot of off-roading, so I can completely tear down a suspension, tear down a car, rebuild it. I did all my own servicing. Oil changes, that is one of the things that pisses me off the most that I can't control right now about doing myself. It is so cheap, so easy to do, but yeah, I guess I could get a little mini ramp, do it in like the alleyway or something, but in our apartment building, but it's really, really inconvenient. Don't have the time, don't have the resources. I really miss having access to a shop on base and just doing it all for like maybe 40 bucks, maybe, not even. But control the things that you can. That includes taking the time to figure out things that you can do yourself that are easy wins, easy fixes, like doing your own oil. It's very, very easy, very cost effective. But at this point in my life, time is my biggest currency, and this just saves me time. So yeah, figure out what you can do for yourself, control your environment, control your cash flow, for sure. Top of the morning to you. What is going on, everybody? It is the next day, Tuesday, April 24th, and walking to our yoga spot here in Capitol Hill. Now, I live in the Navy Yard, but our yoga spot is about a 10-minute walk over here in the Capitol Hill area. Now, yoga is definitely one of the ways I've learned to control a lot of things in my life, particularly my hips, ongoing recovery, rehab, mobility, stretching for my surgeries, my injuries from years ago. Also, it's just a great mindfulness technique. It helps me control my thoughts, it helps me control my breathing, and a lot of the practices that they give you in yoga focus on hand placement, focus on your body. Think the mind-body connection has definitely been something that has helped me tremendously manage my stress. And if you can better control your stress, you can damn near better control every area of your life. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're gonna have to wrap up the video pretty quick here because Sony batteries suck. This thing's flashing at me. So one of the reasons, like I said, why I love yoga so much is that it helps me feel more in control of my body. And that's really the biggest point I want to make here, is that yep, I spoke too soon, so my Sony died. But what I was gonna say was that one of the biggest mistakes I think people make is that we assume that we can always maintain control of our lives. Now, that is simply not the case. The only thing we ever have control over is ourself, is our own body, is our own mind. Everything else out here, you can't control shit. Everyone else has their own agenda. The world is in its own momentum. And so we can do all of these things. We can practice time management, get a coach, get a planner, map out our day, our week, our life. But you know what? All of that is just best intentions. And that's one of the reasons why I love yoga, is because it really does help me set an intention. If you have ever practiced yoga, when you go in, they say, hey, what are you thinking of? What do you want to practice for today? And today for me was to let go, to lose control. The intent I set was to lose control, to try to basically stop having control. And in that practice, I became much more flexible. They always bring you back. They remind you, okay, now take pause, listen to your body. If you just let things happen, if you set out to have an intent for things, that's really all we can do. You can control your mind, your body, and that's it. But if you set a positive intention, if you decide that you want something to go a certain way, and then just roll with the punches, go with the flow, and know that you started out the best way you could, that's really what it's all about. You can't control anything else. So I realize I'm kind of rambling right now. I'm really still congested. Need to go take my nasal spray. But yeah, the more you try to grab control, take control of the world, the less you're actually going to have. So if you want true control in your life, just let it go. Let it go and just set a positive intent, okay? So that's gonna be a wrap for the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you agree with me, let me know. If you have a tip, a trick for maintaining control in your life, kind of a mantra, what is your intent? Go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. Like the video, I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to keep these themed videos rolling out. It helps me set purpose, set intent with the videos I've been doing as of late, trying to get at least one out a week. We'll see, but life is busy, guys. All right, love you as always. You stay classy, planet Earth.